Hey everybody, welcome back to Thistle Hill Farmstead. Today we've got a bit of a holiday unboxing for you. We have a Christmas tree behind us that we're going to unbox, and this is a 9-foot Dunhill pre-lit Christmas tree by the National Tree Company. And we decided to try an artificial tree this year because we just got tired of the hassle of having to go get the Christmas tree every year, bring it in, set it up, water the tree throughout the Christmas season. And my wife has these farmhouse country ornaments that are really heavy, and a lot of the trees now the limbs are so lightweight that when you hang these ornaments on, then they droop the limbs down, and by the time Christmas rolls around, they're falling off on the floor because the tree is wilting. So we thought this year we would try a artificial tree and see if we like it. I don't know, we may or we may not, but we're going to give it a try. So my wife had looked on the Facebook Marketplace and found this tree, which has never been used. It's still in the box. The people who bought it opened it up and then decided they really didn't like it. It wasn't for them, so they put it up for sale, and we got a really good deal on it. So let's open it up and see what it looks like, and we'll put it together and see if we like it. Okay, so here's the box, and like we said, it's a little tattered because the people who bought it originally did open it up and take a look at it and decided they didn't like the tree, so we bought it as kind of an open box. But we did take a battery pack that I have, and we plugged it in and tested the lights to make sure everything worked before we bought it. The thing is pretty heavy. On the end here, it says that it weighs over 70 pounds, the box. So that's why we have it on this dolly to bring it in. I'm going to turn it around here so we can open it up and see what's in the box. All right. Yeah, it's a little torn on this side here. But the first thing I see is we have a package here with some instructions in it and some extra lights, which that's always good to have. And then it looks like it's just in a couple of sections. Take out this first section here. And it's pretty heavy. It's folded up, so obviously you take it out and you unfold the limbs. So let's set this down here. So that's one piece. We got another piece here. Let's see if I can get it out of the box. It's all pretty heavy. Whew. All right. So another big piece there. It is definitely heavy. And then we have another piece. So it looks like we've got 3 main pieces here. And then also in the box is the stand. Okay, so we've got that. And really, that is all that's in the box. So let me move the box out of the way, and then we'll assemble it. Okay, I did take a look at the instructions, and as you can imagine, they're pretty simple. It basically says to put the stand together, and then the trees are in 3 different sections. You have a bottom section, a middle section, and a top section. And they're marked with a little tag here that tells you which section it is. Like this is section number 2, that's the middle section. This is the bottom section, that's the top section. And then once you get the sections put together, then it's just a matter of bending these branches down, and they sit in a little socket here, and then you can just adjust the limbs and spread them out to make it look as natural as you want. So let's put the stand together and start stacking the pieces. So the stand looks pretty simple. Let's pull it out of the package here. This bag. Oh, and it's very simple. It just turns at a 90-degree angle like that. No assembly required. And then we'll put the bottom piece in here and open it up. And that is this piece here, section number 1. So we'll lift it up and just sit it in the stand like that. And then once you have it in the stand, it's just a matter of extending the branches down and adjusting them. So before I do that though, I'm going to put the next piece up in here. If I can find the center. There it is. So, oh, look at that. It just comes right down. Ta-da! And then we'll put the second piece in. And this is where you can see these are all pushed together. So that doesn't look much like a Christmas tree there. It looks like a giant spider. But this is where you pull these limbs out and adjust them and kind of fluff them up so that they look like a real tree. So let's put the second half in. That's this piece here. And then you also have to connect the lights. So here's the plug. It's got the plug right here in it. And they have everything taped together. So that's nice that you don't have to worry about the cord coming off. And then the final piece will go up here. So I'll need to get a step stool or a ladder to do that. So in the meantime, we'll fold this down and start putting out or fluffing up the branches. So we got the first section opened up and fluffed. Make your own joke there. And it looks really good now. I was a little concerned initially when we opened it up that it was not full enough and thick enough. But now that my wife and I kind of went through and fluffed the limbs up, it looks really good. Now, one thing that I did learn, you see I've got a little bit of blood here and there. These things, they're on pieces of wire. So as you reach in here to fluff things up and bend these things around, you can get scratched, and that's what that is. So my wife has a long sleeve shirt on, and she says it's not so bad to get scratched, but obviously I have a short sleeve shirt on and I'm getting scratched up a bit. But it looks really good. We went ahead and plugged the lights in so we could kind of see what it looks like with the lights and where the lights are. And it looks pretty good. We will probably put some more lights on it. So let me go ahead and put the second section up and I'll show you how that folds out, and then we'll start fluffing that up to make it look more like a tree. So this is the number 2 section, and you just take it and put it in there, and you see it just kind of falls out like magic. Voila. And then you reach in and you plug the cord from that second section into the cord from the top section, and there you have it. Now what you do once you get this thing opened up like this, you can tell it doesn't look very full, but then that's when you come in and you start bending out all of these little interior limbs, and you can just make it look however you want it to look. And then along with these small interior limbs, you've got a couple of wide ones here that you can bend apart, and then fluff these up, bend them out, and make it look nice and full. And what we've found also in doing this is it's best to start down here at the bottom limbs, so that as you work your way up, you're not having to reach through the other limbs. And if you find, say this limb is hanging down too low, you can reach inside and grab the whole limb and hold it here with one hand and push up with the other and bend the limb up a bit. So not only can you fluff the small limbs out, you can adjust the bigger limbs so that you fill in where it may look like it's out of shape. So we're gonna go ahead and fluff up this second half, and we'll put the top on, fluff it up, and then we'll show you what the end product looks like. I realized when I went back to the camera that the top wasn't even in frame. So I adjusted the view a little bit, and you can see how tall it is. Now I'm not that tall. I'm all of 5'4". This tree is 9 feet. We have high ceilings. We have 10-foot ceilings throughout the house, but here in the foyer, it's 20 foot because it goes up top, and then obviously we have the vaulted ceiling here. So we have plenty of room. So that's going to look really nice once we get it opened up and all together. So let's keep going. So we've fluffed this upper section here. And actually there are 4 sections of this tree. There's section 3, and then there's a small section, there's a section 4. So it is got 4 sections. So I'm going to get the upper section that we have over here that we've already fluffed up, and we'll put it on the top. Okay. My lovely assistant had it over there. So we'll just take this now and hoist it up here to the top. And slide it in. All right. And then we should be able to plug it in. Okay, here it is. Found it. And then we just plug it into the section here. Ta-da! There we go. All right. That is a big boy. So let's take a look at it through the viewfinder, make sure it's in there. Yeah, so there it is. And then we'll come back in now that everything is together and look at any sections that may need to be filled in. And then, of course, when we put the decorations on it, then that's another opportunity to find any holes, like right here, bend the things around. And that's the great thing about this tree. You can just bend it to fill in any holes that are here, unlike a real tree that sometimes you get that has holes in it and you really can't do much about it. But that's the assembly, and altogether it went pretty easy. However, it probably took us 2 hours to totally open the thing up and bend out all the limbs and get everything really looking nice. So plan on maybe 2 hours worth of fluffing to get this thing looking pretty good. And one of the things I did notice when we were trying to move the tree around as we were working with it is that the base is like a swivel scissor kind of base, and it kept wanting to close up. So I really need to take a look at that and see if there's any way to lock that in place so that it won't close up as we move it around, because we'll need to slide it back against the wall. We'll need to pull it out to put some decorations on, and I don't want that base to close up and the tree to fall over. So here we are underneath the tree, and I was mentioning how these things were sliding together and folding up on me. But it does have this screw here that you tighten up, and it locks this assembly in whatever position you have it in. So right now we've got these bars 90 degrees from each other. So I was able to just screw this nut in here, and it tightens up on this collar, and then it's nice and sturdy, so it will not fold up anymore. So that's nice to know. So I'll look at that too. But altogether, it went pretty well. I will put a link in the description of this video to this tree. I'm going to look and see if I can find it on Amazon. If I do, I'll put a link in the description below, or wherever I find it. I'll let you know the specifics of what size this is and what brand and model and all of that. But again, thanks for watching. If you made it this far, remember to subscribe to the channel to keep up to date with all of our videos. And if you like this video or videos like this, give me a thumbs up. It lets me know that what I'm doing is what you'd like to see. And until next time, thanks for watching.